Adjust. All right. Boop, boop, boop. And here we go, guys. I think we're good. Welcome to the Vodka stream. Shut up. Yeah, the whiskey stream. Steven, really? There's nothing wrong with vodka, okay? My God. What's happening, guys? Yeah, okay. It'll get to like a rum stream, and I'm just still on a vodka kick, all right? What's happening, guys? Welcome to the it is Friday, of course. Welcome to the Vodka stream, special edition. Happy birthday, Zack Snyder. Hopefully you got your Zack Snyder shirts on, right? If you're new to my vodka stream, well, you know, I basically poured myself a glass of vodka here straight. Look at that condensation. Oh, it's so good. Fresh out of the freezer. And as soon as I get done with the drink, that's when everything ends after I've talked to you guys and bullshit with you guys for a bit. So here we go, guys. Cheers. Welcome. Yes, it is Snyder's birthday. And wow, happy birthday indeed, right, guys? Jeez. I can't wait to get that new shirt that he put out there. My God, that design is so fucking beautiful. The combination of those three movies right there. Just, ooh-wee. Let the circle jerk begin. Yes, John. I haven't ordered my shirt yet. Men in Tights. I probably will tonight after I get off of this. Because, yeah, it's just such a badass shirt. What's my favorite DC movie? Probably The Dark Knight, which is, I know, isn't that a lot of people's favorites? Yes, it is, because it's so damn good. Well, you know, when you're a Batman fan, it's hard not to love the shit out of that movie. So, yep, I would say that. Yeah, it is a work of art. Well, I don't know what you're talking about. You talk about The Dark Knight, you talk about the shirt, talk about it all? Yeah, why not? Yeah, it's all of it, man. All of it. Okay. Hi, Dave. Love your work. Keep it up, bro. And of course, happy birthday to the man, Snyder. Yes. I'm sure he's probably out to dinner with family, with the wife, whatever. She's probably going to give him a little, later. I don't know. They seem to have, when you talk about marriages, man, those two seem to be doing it right. Especially they work together. Who wants to work with their spouse? But, you can't go wrong with that relationship. They got a really good relationship, that's for sure. Did you know that Two-Face was originally supposed to be black? Are you talking about Billy D. Williams? Because in the Tim Burton Batman? Yeah, that's probably what you're talking about, right? Or are you talking about on the comic books? Have you watched Doom Patrol yet? I've watched the pilot episode. I forgot to watch the second episode because I suck. So I'm going to catch up tomorrow for sure. And yeah, I'm actually really liking the tone of that. I'm really enjoying the shit out of it. It's almost like, I don't know. It seems like with Titans start off well, and then there was just a lot of convoluted, storylines and things that they were trying, and it ended up being a really good series. But with Doom Patrol, it seems like there's less pressure and they could do whatever the fuck they want. Like, they're just like, hey, let's just go all out with this shit, because not many people know who the Doom Patrol is. I would say they have just a little more, lick on what Doom Patrol is supposed to be rather than Titans. I think Titans, they were trying things because people know who Titans are. Episode 3 is insane, huh? Yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to wake up tomorrow and I'm going to watch both of them back to back. So, yeah, I can't wait. It's but that pilot episode was great. Absolutely fantastic. Check Snyder's Vero. He's going to have a director's cut marathon screening. Where you been, Gabe? I just posted a video about it. Check my Twitter. I'm going to one night. That's the only thing. I would love to go all 3 nights. I would love to, but it's just, it's $100 a pop. I think if you get the 3-day pass, though, it's less than 300. But still, I'd have to, driving out there every night and stuff. I'm just kind of like, as much as I want to, I can't just be forking over a bunch of cash. I know it's for a good cause, and I love the man, and I'd love to sit there and watch his director's cuts on the big screen. But I think I'm just gonna do it the BVS night, and that's it. So yeah, so I bought my ticket for the Sunday for that. Dave, you goody goat. Oh, that's a different one. You going to watch Ava's new Netflix series? I heard about that. She was promoting it today. I'll check it out. Hopefully it'll be all good. Like I said, I don't think she's not a talented filmmaker. I'm just, when it comes to her directing New Gods, a little worried because, well, Wrinkle in Time was shit sandwich. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Ryan, at the end of Justice League was the scene with Bruce, Diana, and Alfred directed by Snyder or Whedon. That's an interesting one. I don't know. People have told me both, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Just see if you could crash on his couch. Oh, you talking about Snyder's couch? Snyder, just wondering. I'm gonna, can I just crash here, man? I mean, you got plenty of space, right? I mean, I'm not a weirdo or anything. Just look at my channel. I freaking do a bunch of videos on your shit. I'm not crazy. I haven't watched Umbrella Academy yet, Musa. I heard it's really good though. So I need to also tap into that. I swear I suck, man, when it comes to like keeping on. I kept up with Titans pretty good. I was watching them every Saturday and doing little mini reviews. So I don't know. I was going to try to do that with Doom Patrol, but I already missed the second week because they suck. Are they hiring out a theater for the event? Yeah. It's 3-night event. I forgot exactly what the place is called, but 3-night event where he's going to show the cuts and then do a Q&A and everything. And, chunk of the proceeds go to suicide prevention. Why not? Well, Jeremy Irons being in Matt Reeves' films, I don't think so. If they're going to go younger Batman, they should probably go younger Alfred too. That's what I imagine. Or not. Well, I mean, not so much. I mean, I guess he could. I guess there could. I guess they don't really have to go younger Alfred because Alfred's Alfred. I mean, he could be, there could be any range of ages, but I just don't think they'll use the same. If it's not going to be Batfleck, it shouldn't be Jeremy Irons. So I don't know. I remember somebody threw out Pierce Brosnan, and I went, oh, fuck. James Bond, and a 90s James Bond as Alfred. Shaken, not stirred, bitch. Yep, Shazam trailer Monday. Mr. Sandberg. Mr. Sandberg. Okay, I almost threw up in my mouth. You just said pineapple on pizza? No! I'm not one of those guys. Ugh, I don't even like pineapple. So get that shit off my pizza. But yeah, Shazam trailer Monday. Sandberg confirmed that in the beautiful way that he does. So yeah, definitely look for my reaction, of course, on the channel. It's probably going to drop at 9 o'clock in the morning or sometime in the morning. Hopefully they wait. They wait till afternoon or something. How old are you, Dave? I think people have asked me this before. Have I said it before? Well, I was born when Ghostbusters came out. Okay. Do the math. I'm 35. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and make jokes. My hip hurts now. They'll probably recast Alfred and Gordon considering the age compared to Batfleck. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too. So, yes, I'm 35. I am. Still doing this nerd shit, right? Yeah, it's whatever, man. I'm a kid forever. I'm a child forever. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Let's do this. Who can you say play in Darkseid? I want Javier Bardem, to be honest. I would like to see him. 35 and already balding? I'm balding? I didn't realize I was balding. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Edgy. You're so edgy. I'm actually not balding. Balding does not in my family at all. So yeah, I'm not balding. I have thin hair. I'll give it that thin hair. Okay, I was about to say it. I was like, "Am I?" Because you know why? I actually some asshole on Twitter actually said I had a receding hairline too, and I think it's just my hairline just kind of like creeps up a little bit, like on the sides. I noticed that Cavill's does that too. Somebody pointed out the other day on Twitter that Cavill's hairline kind of like dips up a little bit, and I was like, okay. Ghostbusters came out in 84, not 83. Shut up. Okay, sorry. I know I made a mistake about that one. It was filmed in 83. Give me a break. It was October of 83, so close, right? Just a couple months off. We'll see. What's up, Dave? Big fan. Here and listening for a while. What do you think of Deadshot Will Smith news? Because I got a feeling it's false. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know anything about this movie. All the stuff that we've really heard about this movie has come from like trades and information. Now, I'm not doubting it, but we just haven't had any hardcore like confirmation, studio confirmation or nothing. And yeah, so who knows? I mean, Will Smith is very vocal on his social media, so hopefully he shines some light on it and he does like a video or something the way that he does. So we'll see what happens with that. You should check out 28-year-old Rory from the Joe Budden podcast. Dude looks bald. Yeah, there's some people that lose their hair in high school. I knew a guy. I went to school with a guy who was balding when we were seniors. It just happens, man. It's just what happens. Black Suit Edition. I'm 32 and balding like a champ. Is that you, Chris? Feel free to join if you want, Mr. Dawson. It's okay if you don't want to, though. If you want to, if you want to get the four horsemen on here one of these times, you, Gob, and Swenson. Yeah, that could happen one of these days. Arthur Fleck, what if Gerard Butler was the new MCU Punisher? I would like that. I think he'd be a great Castle. I absolutely think he would. Have you seen Better Call Saul, Dave? Saw the first season, and I haven't seen the rest of the seasons. Yeah. I suck. And I liked it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a good addition to the Breaking Bad world. So see what happens. You want Will back? Yes. Why not? The thing that bugs me about Will Smith, and then and it really shows now in these fucking big movies, especially with Deadshot, he's such a name, he's such a brand, that even though he's not the brand that he was in the 90s, they still have to show his face. So Deadshot, instead of wearing that mask all throughout the movie, when they're like in the heat of battle, they always had to show his face. Look what's going on with the fucking Aladdin shit. I mean, they basically just put his face on that body. I mean, I know they did mocap stuff and this, that, and this. I was just kind of hoping that they were going to do some sort of what they did with Josh Brolin for Thanos. It's like, hey, I can tell it's Josh Brolin, sounds like Josh Brolin, but doesn't quite look like Josh Brolin. But I don't think they could do that with Will Smith. It has to look like Will Smith. Will Smith has to have his face out there. So, yeah. What if Tom Cruise is Wolverine? Well, he's short. Are they going to have a short Wolverine with the new one? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, are they going to go with the short? Isn't like Wolverine's like what, 5'3", 5'4" in the books? I just wonder if they're actually going to do that this time, or they're just going to keep like a tall Wolverine because it's aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. But yeah, Gerard Butler right now, acting chops. But yeah, John Bernthal doesn't do it, huh? I like John Bernthal. I still have to watch Punisher season 2, but I think Butler would be great. Dawson, would love to, man, but can barely keep my eyes open right now. No need. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't. What time is it over there, Dawson? I don't even know. I know you live. You're across the waters. You're in the future over there. So I know that's what sucks about this. I know when Gob came on, it was like early in the morning, so it's kind of difficult. And then we got Swenson, who's like 3 hours behind me, or 2 hours, depending on whatever fuck spring forward or, when we change our times. I think he's only 2 hours behind me. But as soon as we spring forward, his time doesn't change, and I go an hour into the future. It's so stupid. What does vodka taste like? It tastes like bad decisions. You don't look 35. Yeah, I get that a lot. I still get carded. That's all that matters. It's the Mexican in me. It really is. You should see my nana. She's 86 years old, and she's still got so much pep in her step. Wow. She has her issues, but you look at her, you wouldn't think she's 86 years old at all. Like, not at all. So I come from some good genes, some good Mexican genes, some Mexican genes, man. You better believe it, huh? I can be the new Batman and new Spider-Man at the same time. So could I. I think I could too. Yep, Michael, I am in California. California. It's currently 9:50 p.m. right now. Do you think James Gunn will end up directing Suicide Squad 2 or just writing? I think he will. I think that they like the script so much that they'll let him direct it. And, I know a lot of people don't like him. I think a lot of people don't like him just because he was an MCU director. And then, of course, the pedo jokes. Yeah, that was pretty damn disturbing. And, he made his own bed with that one because he was so engrossed with the whole political shit and trying to call other people out on the right that he ended up getting his shit called out. So, he fucked up. But at the same time, if I'm not hearing any allegations against Gunn like there is with Bryan Singer and Kevin Spacey, then guess what? He was just told some really weird jokes fucking 10 years ago. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but I'm just like, whatever, I think the guy is a good director, good writer. I think Suicide Squad could suit him pretty well. We'll see what happens, though. It's 5:50 a.m. Damn. So, shit. I don't know. I'm going to have to do like one of these late, if I'm going to have you on here in Gob. It's difficult, man. So you're about, 8 hours in the future. So you and Gob are pretty much in the same time zone, I believe. You guys should meet up. And you guys should match, talk about your beards and shit. Weird jokes are the best jokes. Yeah. Well, they were kind of like, what the fuck? But, that was, like I said, the whole thing of digging into someone's Twitter past. It's just so retarded and stupid. Oop, did I say the R word? My God, now somebody's going to bust me. So they shouldn't do that. We'll see what happens, man. He worked with Snyder on Dawn of the Dead. So, you better believe that Snyder probably went, what the hell? That's fucked up. And who knows if they're still talking now? You never know. Maybe James Gunn shows up for the screening of the director's cut of Dawn of the Dead. That'd be funny as hell. Why don't you write a story for a movie, man? I have. I actually have. I've written 4 full-length screenplays, and they got destroyed in a move once. They got wet, so they got destroyed, except for one. And I was trying to convert it into a novel, which is in my old computer that crashed. It sucks. My God. A whole lot of information right there, but yeah. But, like I said, and I got short movies I used to do a while ago, so I got to dig those up and try to find those. Mainly funny stuff, of course. My very first, thing that I did for school was I did a Kung Fu parody called Kung Fu-y. And I did the voiceovers and everything. It was basically a ripoff of Kung Pao. If you guys remember that spoof movie, Kung Pao with Steve Odekirk. The guy who did the Thumb Wars shit, like in the early 2000s, late 90s. Yeah, I did that. So I did all the voiceovers, did that whole thing. It was just basically a ripoff of that. But got a fucking A+ on it. Made the teacher laugh, made the entire class laugh. Apparently he showed that movie to all his classes and then some. Like, I went back to that teacher. He was like my favorite teacher that I had in high school. And he said that he's still like, I think I went back like 2 or 3 years later because I made a sequel just on my own with my friends to show him. And he says he still showed that movie, my first Kung Fu-y movie, to, yeah. A movie, I mean, that movie just, me and my friend, when me and my friend saw that, we just died. We were dying in that theater. It was so good. Dave movie. I would watch that. Yeah, I'm going to call it that. Dave movie. Dave, the movie. Coming soon. Dave. I had 4 chapters of a story I was writing inspired by the song Youth of the Nation by POD. That's a great song. Saved on my USB drive, and I lost 5 years ago, and I'm still not over it. Yeah, it's kind of heartbreaking. And I still have that computer, and I'm gonna take it somewhere, and maybe I could just have somebody just pull out the hard drive and hook up to it and pull all the shit that I had in there, because I was turning one of my scripts into a book, and it was a script that was very much inspired by Memento, Christopher Nolan. I very much did rip off the style of a story going forward and a story going backwards. That's it, though. I mean, of course, people would probably say, "Hey, it's a ripoff," but the story is not at all the same. It's not about a guy with short-term memory loss and shit. It's just, I just wanted to tell. It's actually with two characters that have a story that links up with each other, and basically, it's a young teenager and it's a detective, or it's a cop, and the cop's trying to figure out these crazy murders, and this teenager is going through some difficulties, psychological difficulties, and their stories are going to cross, and I have one of them going forward and one of them going backwards, and then they meet up. So I just very much, took, because I don't understand, I guess if more movies took that unlinear style, even though Christopher Nolan's even said this, that Memento is very much linear because it's going backwards. But I just thought that was just such a cool way to tell a story, because his story was about one man. You see one part of it going forward and one part going backwards, and eventually meets. That's why I love that movie so much, because it's such unique storytelling. So unique. Honestly, Nolan or Snyder? Well, I would say Nolan's the better storyteller. And when it comes to just beautiful shots, I think Snyder has a lick on him. They're both phenomenal. They're both gods in their own regards. But I would say that Nolan is definitely the better storyteller. But Snyder just knows how to craft some of the most gorgeous shots. I can't see Nolan pulling off 300. I can't see that. So that's the thing. But Snyder's a good storyteller too. He has an onion, and he likes to pull those layers. They're both great filmmakers. Oh yeah. Steven, yeah. Snyder knows how to do action. Like I said, I could not see Nolan doing like a 300, And then look at Nolan's Batman compared to Snyder's Batman. Fighting style wise, it just shows it right there. Nolan was going for more realism, I guess you could say. I remember with Batman Begins, like when you first see Batman do his thing, the camera's just kind of just doing this whole fucking weird thing where you can't really see him. But his whole thing was like, well, Batman's super quick, so let's do it like that. And I'm just going, I don't know about that, buddy, but okay, because he really didn't do that with the follow-ups. So yeah, but yeah, you're right, Steven. Action is really not his thing, but storytelling is absolutely his thing. He knows how to fucking tell a goddamn story. And Memento is just one of the most unique stories that I've ever seen on film. Cheers from Mexico. Big fan. Salud. Mira, watcha. The money shot. What? Any theories on Nolan's 2020 project? Not at all. I hope it's science fiction. I kind of do. But then I kind of want to see him tell a Western. It'd be cool to see a Nolan Western. He's done, science fiction-y. He mainly does thrillers, but it'd be kind of cool to see a Western from Christopher Nolan, to be honest. Dawson, do you think that storytelling comes from Jonathan Nolan? Westworld had a very unique structure. Yeah, I think him and his brother they just put their heads together and they just come up with some fucking crazy shit. Look at Inception. That's just Jesus. It's just so good. And then Interstellar too. It's like, it's just, he's got this way of telling a story. I've got a juicy rumor on that. Uh-oh, Steven. Are you talking about Nolan's new movie there, Steven? Are you going to have to DM me with that, or are you going to fucking share it with the class? Huh, Mr. Colbert? You say it like Colbert, right? I don't think I've ever asked you how you pronounce your last name. Do you say it like Stephen Colbert, like the the late night host? It's not Colbert, right? It's Colbert. It's out there, but I won't share. It is out there? Why have I not seen that, man? I suck. I suck. He's not sharing. I'm hoping it's sci-fi horror from Nolan. That'd be interesting if he tackled like the horror-ish genre. Oh, look at that. You guys are going to have to hunt. Yeah, because I don't remember seeing anything unless it was from like, unless it's like a scoop or something. Was released the Snyder Cut actually trending? It was. I think it got over 20,000 today. So that was actually really good. And I think his little bump, his little reveal of the screenings, probably a little bump, probably bumped it pretty good. So I think Inception might be my favorite Nolan film. Plus it has Hans. Yeah. Inception's probably my third. I think when it comes to mine, I think it goes like Memento, Dark Knight, Inception. Those are the top three right there. So, Dave, do you want to become roommates? Depressing weirdo. I don't know if I want to be a roommate with you. You sound depressed. Honestly, I want Blade Runner or Alien movie from Nolan. That'd be interesting. I can see him pulling off a Blade Runner noir futuristic movie. What's going on with Fiona? I haven't heard from her in a while. Well, she posted today on Vero. She's not active anymore, really, on Twitter. Something with her health. Something with her health. I know she hurt herself, but I think there might be more to it. So she's not. I don't think she's actually saying what it is, but she did wish Snyder a happy birthday and was doing Vero stuff. But she has not been active on Twitter really at all. Prestige. Not a lot of people talk about Prestige. That movie is so good. So fucking good. I mean, that's a movie, like I said, brilliant storytelling. You have two magicians fighting against each other, and there's like literally 4 twists. There's like 4 twists that happen in that movie at the end, and you're just going, oh. It's like, what the? Yeah. You're sitting there trying to guess, like, wait. And then all of a sudden, it just keeps on going. And it's nuts. That movie's so good. Man, I feel like watching it now. I might. The 20,000 should have been released Snyder Cut on one of our Instagram, Facebook pages. Yeah, it was on Twitter. What can you do? Do you like werewolves and vampire more? Do I like werewolves or vampires more? Probably vampires. Because you could do so much with that, Werewolves, it's just like, not to mention werewolves kind of freak me out a little more. I think it's because the music video Thriller traumatized me when I was a kid. Yeah, I thought Michael Jackson was a werewolf. Yeah, I did. I really did. That video freaked the shit out of me. The opening of that, couldn't watch it. Scared me. But vampires, there's so many iterations and so many things that you could do and so much mythology. Same with werewolves too, but I mean, it just seems like there's more allure with vampires. I mean, of course, the Twilight shit was bullshit, whatever, but Prestige is like a blueprint on how to make a movie. Yeah, it really is. It's just it's, again, brilliant storytelling. Just brilliant storytelling. And David Bowie as Nikolai Tesla, whatever. Man, it's just so good. And Andy Serkis is in there. Man, I mean, you can't go wrong with that movie. And then you got Wolverine and Batman pinned up against each other. Favorite band? Are you talking to me? You talking to me? Foo Fighters. 100%. Yeah. Because I've loved them since the beginning. I actually was a fan of the Foo Fighters before I was a fan of Nirvana. My brother was always into Nirvana, and I got into Foo Fighters when I saw their first video because I just really liked the song, and I bought the cassette tape. Foo Fighters, the first one. That was entirely done by Dave Grohl because that is one talented motherfucker. You know, that guy, Jesus. He made his entire first album, and he didn't want to just be like, this is just Dave Grohl doing an album. He didn't want to be known for that. So that's why he came up with the name Foo Fighters, to make it seem like, oh, this is a band. And then he had to put a band together, and now they're one of the biggest bands in the world, still fucking rocking it. And you guys see that Super Bowl, the Saturday Super Bowl? Light years better than that Maroon 5 shit. That's for goddamn sure. Ugh. With Adam Levine. I tell you what, Adam Levine, he fucking sucks on a helium balloon and just... Get out of here with your man nipples. Jesus. Yes. Foo Fighters, Pretender. I love that video. Yeah. And it's a good message. One of Jackman's best roles. Oh, yeah. I think Prestige is like, it's definitely up there. And Captain Hook in the Peter Pan movie that came out 3 years ago. Oh, somebody brought, I saw that on my timeline the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Somebody like showed the scene where they sing a Nirvana song in that movie. And somebody quote tweeted saying like Kurt Cobain would have hated it. It's like, yeah, we all hate it. Did you guys see that Pan movie? It was so bad. I think that was on my worst list of 2015. Or was it 16? I don't remember. I remember I put it on, and within 10 minutes, I go, oh my God, this movie is probably going to be on my worst list. And as soon as that scene happened when they sang the Nirvana song, I think it Smells Like Teen Spirit, right? I went, yep, this movie is definitely on the worst list. This is a shit sandwich. What about Doom Patrol? Have you checked it out? Yes, I've checked out the pilot. I haven't watched the next two episodes. I will tomorrow. So far, the pilot episode, do you like more Titans? I think I like the Titans one just a little bit more. It grabbed me a little bit more because I know a little bit more about the Titans. But the Doom Patrol episode was still. I think the Titans episode grabbed me more just because I love those characters more. But I think the Doom Patrol episode was better. I think it was structured better, in my opinion. It was, yeah, Pan sucked. Man, that movie is so bad. Ugh. He actually played Blackbeard. Oh, yeah. Is that what it was? I thought he played Hook. I don't even give a fuck. I don't think anybody gives a fuck. It was so bad. My love for Hugh Jackman isn't enough to make me... Yeah, do not watch that Pan movie. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that movie. They were trying to go off the reservation with that movie. And it just did not work whatsoever. Not work. Just watch Hook with Robin Williams. There's a good live action Peter Pan movie. Right there. I don't fucking care what anybody says, man. Steven Spielberg, Robin Williams, you know? You can't, I mean, when I was a kid, I watched that movie religiously. I loved that movie. I wanted to imagine I was eating all that stuff. So good. Yeah, the Teen Spirit clip has been going around Twitter. Yeah, it is so bad. So bad, Steven. You know, don't even waste your time. Wasn't Rooney Mara in that? Yeah, I forgot who she played, but she was in that. There were some names in there. It's Hugh Jackman and Rooney Mara was in there. I forgot. There were some couple other names, I think. But oh my God, it's so bad. Dave, do you buy physical copies of your favorite movies? I haven't in a while. I've been doing the digital thing. I used to, big time. I have like 3 boxes full of DVDs. But I don't know. I'm all about the technology. So I do the streaming thing. You know, download everything. It's just because it's so convenient. Yeah, I know I should buy Blu-rays, but it's just so convenient. Just boop, boop. Oh yeah, there that movie came out. Boop. Oh yeah, boop. Yeah, boop. You know, that's just me. Choose Tiger Lily. That's right. I agree with you that day with the Doom Patrol they did with the pilot episode better than Titans. Yeah, I think it was structured better. Titans just pulled me in more because, you know, yeah, Dick Grayson. Gotta love Dick Grayson. Gotta love Dick. But yeah, I think the Doom Patrol pilot was better. It had a better structure to it. The way that they revealed everybody and showed their backstory, I thought it was done very well. I still buy CDs. I mean, wow. I mean, why not? I was thinking about getting a record player and start diving into just fucking buying records again. You know, they do sound really good, and it's just something about it, you know, and record sales have been on the up. People have been doing the nostalgia shit. You know, I don't think they're ever going to go back to VHS because you can't have high-def VHS. I remember one time, shit you not, guys. Here's an old story. When I was a cable guy, I went to this house, and this lady had a VCR hooked up to her HD TV. This was like over 10 years ago. HD was slightly, you know, it was like a couple years into HD, but she still had a VCR, and she was complaining that her VCR, the clarity, looked like shit. So I had to explain to this woman who didn't really enjoy that I couldn't do anything for her, that her VHS could not be seen in HD. It was funny. That's just some of the things when it comes to you know, being a cable guy. I got stories. Solomon Grundy or Bane? Come on, Bane. It would be a good fight to see. Not saying Grundy would go down easily, but come on. It's Bane. Dave, did you ever see the Pink Floyd conceptual film The Wall? Yes, I own it. Like I said, I got boxes full of DVDs. I have The Wall. That shit blew me away. I love that. Yeah. That movie will make you feel like you're high without being high, like you're on a psychedelic, and it, geez. By the way, the one time I did mushrooms, me and my buddies watched the making of Dark Side of the Moon. Woo! Was that a trip? And I highly suggest, if you ever do mushrooms, if you ever do shrooms, watch that. You know, when they're fucking making Dark Side of the Moon and doing making all the noises and trying to create that album and just playing that music, oh, you get lost. You get thrown into another dimension. I tell you what, man. Woo! And then after that, we watched the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And that was definitely an experience. Yeah. Crazy. Dave, did you hear Superboy was cast? Yeah. I saw he posted something. He did like he was pointing at the back of his shirt that had the yellow S. I don't know what the guy's name is, but yeah. I mean, they teased him at the end of Titan season 1. So fucking A. Bring on Superboy. Bring on Connor. Dave, you think they will actually cast an actor to play Bruce Wayne, Batman, or Superman in the DC universe? Do you think they will actually cast an actor? Yeah, they have to. I'm still hoping Cavill's playing Superman. He still wants to. Like I said, Affleck, after Snyder's shit got done, he didn't. That's what he signed up for. So, you know. Andrew Lincoln. I don't know who Andrew Lincoln is. I have to look him up. So, I don't know. People have given me suggestions for the new Batman. And some of these guys, I don't even know. I'd have to look. Hear their voice. Look at their jawline. You know, it's the way it is. It's the parameters. Even though Bale didn't really have a chin so much, but, you know, he had the chiseled good looks. But my parents used to have the original Star Wars trilogy on Betamax tapes. I wish I still had them. Man, there's something very kind of awesome watching old Star Wars. I remember, you know, when they did the special editions and they made it all clear and Lucas added the special effects. I mean, I like it. Sometimes it's overdone, like especially in Jedi with the singing fucking aardvark alien chick, you know, with the lipstick on the. That was just like, oh, what were you thinking, George? But I didn't mind when he did those special editions to add the scenes and add the special effects. I didn't mind it at all, to be honest. But there's something about watching the old, grainy, shitty versions that's just. It's just good. It's just good nostalgia. John Hamm is Batman. Yeah, I actually warmed up to that, but he won't be Batman because he's older than Affleck. Like, not by much, but Stephen Ewan is Alfred. Okay. Sure. What's up, Dave? Call me. Call you X? Okay. X. Dave, what do you think about Disney got people inside Fandango Rotten Tomatoes? Oh, yeah. Well, I did my video about it. And I said good. I said good that they realized that how flawed their system is turning into. I mean, yeah, they are totally coddling Captain Marvel. I get that. I mean, I forget what his name is. I forget the guy's name who works at Rotten Tomatoes. He hates the DC movies. He shits on them. He thinks they're horrible. He thinks Marvel is so fantabulous and everything like that. He used to go on the Adam Carolla podcast to do the Rotten Tomatoes game, but he hasn't been there in like a year and a half. And I think it's because he's pretty far left, pretty far liberal. And Adam Carolla isn't. Adam Carolla is very centrist. And so I think he stopped going on there because of that reason, because of political reasons. I'm not sure. I know I forgot what his name is. Can't remember his name. He used to be fat, lost a lot of weight. And just listening to him, even when he was on the podcast, I was like, fuck this guy. I can't stand this guy. Ugh. So, of course, they're coddling the absolute shit out of Captain Marvel. Absolutely, 100%. Even though, yes, Warner Brothers owns like 30% of it. It doesn't matter. Money talks. They're going to coddle the big studio. It's just what happens. But I say good. Start exposing the stupidity of some of the fucking systems in Rotten Tomatoes. For instance, anybody could dick with. You get a bunch of people, trolls, bots, whatever the fuck, to fuck with that want to see number. But they made it seem like it was like the audience reviews number, and it's just really stupid. Like people were going crazy about that. Like, that's not the case. It's like, shut up. Captain Marvel is still going to make a cajillion dollars. I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. I don't think it's going to make $1 billion. Captain Marvel, but and then they got to accept the fact that, hey, some people don't want to see it. That's with every movie, regardless of whatever it is. Some people just don't want to see it, and some people don't find Brie Larson likable, and she hasn't been likable really lately. So, hey, it's just what happens. I'm still going to go see it opening night. As a matter of fact, I think I'm actually going to see it twice. Yeah. Because I have a friend of mine who wants to see it too. So I'm probably going to end up seeing it twice. Because I always see it, of course, Thursday. But she can't make Thursday. And I told her, okay, we'll go see it Saturday. So, fuck. Hopefully it's decent. I'm going in with pretty low expectations. Not super high expectations when it comes to Captain Marvel. And hopefully I'll be pleasantly surprised by it. But I don't know. It just, none of the trailers really have grabbed me too much. Some of it looks cool. There's some of the look of it looks pretty cool. The cosmic look of it kind of looks cool, but it just, I just can't. Who gonna go see Zack Snyder in 3 weeks? I am. Watch out, Dave. The SJW Legions are gonna try to get you canceled for talking bad about them. I've been talking bad about them for fucking years. They can go fuck themselves. There's so many people out there that push back against them. I think a majority of a lot of people just don't give a fuck. What are your thoughts on the first gay male superhero in the Eternals movie rumor? I'm personally excited, especially if they do it right. Well, long as he bends somebody over and does them in the butt. I mean, what in the butt? What in the butt? No, I don't care really. If the character's gay, the character's gay. But it just seems like when it comes to nowadays and the whole PC culture, it's like they literally have to, you have to see a full-on makeout session just to because you have to prove it, I guess. I don't know. It's very strange. I don't really care about the sexual preferences of these characters really too much. They're gay, they're straight, who cares? But of course, nowadays it's got to be in your face all the time, It's got to be totally in your face. I mean, sometimes when they force just a regular, a man and woman couple, sometimes it sucks. And I'm going, can we just not have this? Does every character have to have a love interest? No. Whatever. I remember when Power Rangers came out and they're like, hey, there's a gay character in the Power Rangers. They made one of them do that. And people made a big stink about it. And I went, well, let's just see how it plays out. And all it was mentioned during the campfire sequence that she likes girls. And that was it. And it was like, cool, that's fine. Whatever. Nothing wrong with that. But hey, let's get to the story where they're trying to be heroes. You know? I don't need to see her scissor somebody. Hey, Dave, what do you think of Valerian? Brian from Australia. That was one of my most hated movies of last year. Is that where it came out? I did not like Valerian. I'm sorry. A beautiful movie, absolutely gorgeous movie. Okay, don't get me wrong. The visuals were stunning in Valerian, but the two leads were horrible. They didn't have good chemistry at all. Their acting was not that great. I couldn't buy Dane DeHaan as this badass dude. And what's her name was just bad too. The dialogue was just atrocious. It was. I was in my seat just going, oh God. It was just really bad. But the visuals and some of the action was pretty damn good. Or was it 2017? Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, Valerian was just so bad. I had high hopes for that movie because it looked gorgeous, but man, the dialogue was so fucking horrible, and the two leads just that didn't do it for me. Horrible chemistry and just bad acting. Ugh, I'm sorry. So if you like that movie, sorry. It was not good. Not good. Not in my eyes. Let's see. I hope I'm sure. Dave, do you prefer younger or older Aunt May? Well, I commented about this the other day from somebody who got pretty mad because they're like, well, I'm all about the Spider-Man source material, you know, which is like, well, yeah, but when it's live action, the source material gets dicked with like crazy, of course. You know, even the first iteration of Spider-Man, you know, he had the web coming out of his wrists, not the shooters. I don't mind it because it's Marissa Tomei. She's hot as hell. You know, I mean, I get it. Pick your poison. If you want the older one, that's fine. But I don't mind the younger one just because I think Marissa Tomei is just she's aging like fine wine. I wouldn't mind seeing Becky G scissor. Dirty Mr. Hoskins. Hoping Hellboy doesn't get lost at the box office since it's sandwiched between Shazam and Endgame. I think it'll be fine because it's an R-rated gore fest. I think it'll find its audience. Yeah, it's going to have some work to do. So is Shazam and stuff like that. But, you know, Shazam, maybe not so much, but Shazam a little bit. But I think those two are like unique characters that I honestly think Shazam will probably do. Man, it might do better than Captain Marvel. I don't know. I'm not trying to pin them together, but I just see Shazam drawing more audiences because, and I'm going to make a video about this. Captain Marvel can't just promote it with the fucking feminism shit. They can't do that. And that seems to be like the route they're trying. And you know, it's not really working. So I don't know. Do you think the MCU is starting to become stale? Some of their movies are, yeah. Ant-Man and Wasp was horrible. Captain Marvel just looks almost in the vein of that. But I mean, Infinity War was fantastic, and it's looking like Endgame is going to be pretty damn fantastic too. Hellboy's trailer had such great music. Yeah, it had a different rendition of Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water. It's interesting. Kate Beckinsale for Cheetah. Well, we already got Kristen Wiig, but we could have her for Catwoman. Why not? Dave, do you think George Miller will come back for another Mad Max? Warner Brothers apparently, yeah, I know Tsujihara wants that, but fuck, George Miller is like what, 72, 73? And you can't tell me. I mean, that Mad Max shoot was grueling, absolutely grueling. So, I mean, the man's he's a wizard when it comes to action. That's why that's why Fury Road is just probably one of the best all-time action film, or is the best all-time action film that you'll ever see, because some of the shit that they pulled off in there was just like, how did you do that? How did you manage to do that? It's crazy. And it's like a mixture of CGI and live practical action and stunts. So fucking crazy. I would love to already have another sequel, but I think it's so grueling. I don't know. Mad Max or RoboCop? I would say Mad Max. Yeah. Yeah, Captain Marvel is in Endgame. She's supposed to help save the day. Hopefully it's okay. Hopefully it is. Does anybody know how to buy Zack Snyder Director Cut shirt? Just go to his website, right? Didn't he post it? I think he posted it, right? You can go buy the shirt there. Beautiful shirt, man. I mean, this shirt's beautiful too. There's so much that's involved with it. Thing is, though, you know, I don't have a strict dress code at my work. Like I can wear t-shirt and jeans, but I can't wear this because, well, it's got sperm on it, and not my own. But it's got sperm on it, and I went, and a baby, which, you know, awesome symbolism. I get it, but I don't know if I should wear that to work. You know, I don't think they would like it too much. I'm not going to risk it unless I, you know, feel like being an asshole or something. But I gladly would wear it to work. But yeah, I'm not going to because, yeah. Warner Brothers needs to hand over Man of Steel 2 or GLC, which is Green Lantern Chorus, to man, I think that's the first time I've sneezed on a fucking live stream. Sperm. Yeah, sperm. You realize that's sperm, right? Right there. That's Superman sperm, by the way. That sperm could probably kill you. I always loved, remember Mallrats, where Brody explains how Superman and Lois can't have a baby. His explanation of that is so fucking great. It's one of the best like superhero random dialogue shit that you can see in a movie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just YouTube it. Just the Mallrats Superman Lois baby explanation. It's so good because he says it can't happen, and he gives like bullet points of why it can't happen. It's so fucking awesome. Do you think Warner Brothers is offering soups to JJ and Bad Robot to try and land that exclusive mega deal? If that happens, JJ Abrams is just a nerd god. The only thing that he wouldn't have tackled really is a Marvel movie. Because he did Star Trek. He did Star Wars. And then to have him tackle the DC world, you know, Jesus Christ. And then he's also done, you know, original shit. He also tackled a Mission Impossible movie. It's crazy how much that man has done. You know, with all his lens flares. Nothing wrong with lens flare. I'm okay with lens flare. Hulk vs. Wolverine $1 billion movie. Yep. I agree. Yeah, if Warner Brothers swallows up Bad Robot, oh my god. Jesus Christ. That would be an epic fucking crossover, not really a crossover. That'd be an epic merge. I mean, they'd still keep the Bad Robot name. They wouldn't get rid of that name. But, you know, Warner Brothers presents a Bad Robot production. Oh, my God, man. That would be some gnarly shit. And, yes, they'd probably say, hey, JJ, what do you want? And we all know that he wanted to do a Superman movie like over 10 years ago, Superman Flyby. And Henry Cavill himself did a screen test for it. He auditioned for it. Of course, it did sound a little crazy. I think some of the details came out, and it was like, whoa! What? Wasn't it like Krypton didn't blow up or something like that at one point? I don't know. I want DC movies to get the Cloverfield treatment, take small screenplays and add DC branding to it. Yeah, that'd be sweet. He was attached to a canceled Superman movie, and surprise, surprise, yeah. Superman Flyby. He had that. He had to wear that. Well, it was kind of like the Superman shirt, or whatever the heck. Pretty awesome. I don't know. I think that would be a match made in heaven right there. Who wouldn't watch a Hulk versus Wolverine movie? I don't know. And then, in the books, they made like a Wolverine Hulk, like a hybrid, didn't they? They probably have something like that in there, maybe. He'd get tons of projects up and running without any fuss. Yeah. JJ would go in there and just like, all right, let's do that. I mean, JJ Abrams, to me, he's almost like the next Spielberg, to be honest. He has potential to be that next Spielberg, in my eyes. And I mean, look at the projects he's already tackled. And then we got a new Star Wars movie that's coming back from him, Are you looking forward to the Dirt Dave? Oh, yeah. I want to see that, Mr. McG, the Motley Crue biopic. I've heard that it's good, and I've heard that it's really disturbing. And I can only imagine what the fuck those guys did. I didn't read the book, but I heard little things about the book. And yeah, I mean the 80s glam rock time where it was just nothing but sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Be interesting to see some of the stuff in there. My God, how are those guys alive? I mean, I know Nikki Sixx, he had a heroin addiction at one point. But I mean, those guys, it's crazy. And I'm not even that big of a Motley Crue fan. They're all right. But, they have some good songs that I enjoy, but some of the songs, that are just like the hokey glam rock hair band stuff in the 80s. Girls, girls, girls. You know what really bugs the shit out of me about that Girls, Girls song? When they do that off the wall, like, hey, Tommy, check that out. What, Vince, where? In that song? That annoys the absolute piss out of me because obviously Vince, Neil, and Tommy Lee were like the known members of that band. The other two, I don't even know what the other guitar player's name is. I know there was Nikki Sixx. I don't even know who the bassist was. But it's just the fact that they had a name drop like that was so annoying. Like it doesn't sound real at all. I mean, it does sound real when Vince goes, hey, Tommy, check that out. But has anybody ever been like, what, Vince, where? God, I hate that. Anyways, sorry, I just went off on a whole thing. Will you watch Rocket Man? Yes, I will watch Rocket Man. Looks interesting. Taron Egerton. Oh, wait. Nikki Sixx was the bassist. Mick Mars. Okay, there you go. For some reason, I thought Nikki Sixx was the lead guitarist. My bad. Movies distributed by Warner Brothers. No, thank you. They will trim the shit out of the movies. I think they've learned their lesson on that a little bit. Christopher Nolan for a Hulk movie. I don't know about that. I don't think that's up his alley. Elton John dissed Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, I could see that. I enjoy the absolute shit out of it. But when people gripe about it, I could see it. Because it's very much, it plays out like a TV movie. And I know when it comes to these biopics, they always Hollywoodize it. Every fucking movie has that. Every biopic has it. It's always Hollywoodized. They're doing the same thing with Green Book because Green Book was based on a true story and it's Hollywoodized too. James Mangold for a Hulk movie. I could see that one. Or Zack Snyder. Yeah. I can see that too. Does anyone follow Ellie Goulding on Instagram? She's a real life black canary. Trying to put a face on her. I can't put a face on her. I remember hearing the name. I know a lot of people wanted Catherine Warwick, whatever the heck her name is. The chick from Vikings. She looked like she'd do the part. But it's okay. We have what's her name is Smollett, whose brother is a piece of shit, but she seems nice. God, poor girl. She gets a role of a lifetime. I'm drawing a blank. What's her? Oh yeah, Journey Smollett, and then it's a hyphenated name because she's married. So gorgeous, man. And I was so shocked when I was like, wait a minute, that was Michelle Tanner's best friend? Full House? What? She is so goddamn gorgeous. I think she'll knock it out, but it just sucks that, hey, guess what? Your brother is a piece of shit. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't affect her too much. I mean, she just got the role of a lifetime. 5G has the ability to mind control. What are you talking about? We got the mind control? Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. Okay, the aliens, the interdimensional aliens, they're trying to do this, okay? Okay, they're trying to do this, Joe Rogan. Oh, I just saw Zack Snyder in here. I almost fucking went crazy. I was like, is he really in here? Damn you. Yeah, I haven't finished that podcast because it's almost 5 hours long. The Joe Rogan podcast with Alex Jones back. Man, he says some shit in that, man. I tell you what, I mean, either Alex Jones is just insane, which is most likely the case. He's just fucking insane, or he's brilliant, and everybody should be trying to get him to write sci-fi movies because the shit that he talks about would sound just like awesome fucking Twilight Zone Black Mirror shit. My God. 5G stuff, yeah, it's gonna affect all the stupid people. It's all stupid people. It's my Alex Jones impression. I actually have an idea to do a character that I thought about. It's like him. I don't know. Jussie Smollett going to jail. I hope he does. I hope he does. You can't do that shit. I'm sorry. All right, guys. I'm down to my last drink. We're an hour in. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's been fun as always. Happy birthday, Mr. Zack Snyder. Aquitas. I'm probably saying that wrong because I suck. Yes, Alex Jones is probably insane, but somebody should take notes and start making stories about some of the shit that he talks about, because I tell you what. Yes, I like the Hangover movies. They're good. I mean, the first one's just way up there, and then it kind of, but they're all still pretty damn good. So it's a good little trilogy. How would Alex respond to Superman? I know, right? Gotta get him. Yeah, he's gonna hear. He's gonna destroy us. All right, guys. Appreciate you clicking in. It's always fun and everything. I should probably pour more next time because it feels like I'm cutting it a little shorter than usual. But hey, an hour is good. So here you go, guys. All right. Talk to you later. Oh, so good. I'm not drunk enough.